Okay, I read the book here, Homo Imitans, one of your famous books.
Yes.
I understood the second edition is viral change.
The other way around.
Other way around. Okay.
Viral change was first, and Homo Imitans is the follow-up.
So, yeah. and I just read it through. It was a really good read. Can I read that book and then do viral change?
It's going to be very difficult. The short answer is probably not, but you can have lots of principles on how to organize your company in a way that actually is using the real potential that you have here. For example,
so I can do little steps.
Well, I mean, for example, understanding that influence is all over the place, and that you will need to know who these people are in the organization. So that per se doesn't create change, but it will be a way to understand that. So conceptually and mentally, it will help a lot to go in a direction that breaks with the traditional view. Homo Imitans is mainly based on, as the title says, on hammering the idea that we are, as individuals and therefore as managers and therefore as corporate citizens, an incredibly sophisticated copying machine. We copy everything that goes around. This behaviors scale, by the way. It's not about teaching you behaviors because I can teach you anything and you may not do anything. Behaviors scale by copying. So if that's true, who copies whom and who has the influence and what kind of behaviors and what kind of things I need to copy, it's important. And just sometimes that little revelation that people...
And I think it's very subconscious.
Exactly. So it helps you at least to create in leaders a mental frame that is different from the traditional one, which actually is full of hope, because it gives people the idea that actually the so-called very difficult change, it will take years and it's painful. Actually, it's not. It's just that we are using an approach that it doesn't cater for the organization of today, and of course you have difficulties, but if you do it in a different way, things can change very, very quickly. We all see social change phenomena around that they come like that. They didn't have 3 years incubation and 3 years analysis of the organization and lots of surveys and anything like that. It happens because a group of people starting doing something, it got bigger, and then you have a social movement. We use all that for a purpose inside the organization. So it's like saying, if that's happening, it's so clever, it's so good, and people know how to do it, what are we missing here in the organization? Well, a lot. So we bring all that inside the company and say, that is our technology. We are going to do the subtly other things that you've seen around, but inside the organization, we are the same kind of people, we are human beings, we are drawn by the same laws, and everything that you see, traditionally the manager and the management world has been very funny, as you know very well. I mean, you do 95 or whatever it is now, and you think that you have your rules and your laws and your mechanisms, and then you go home and then you are a completely different individual, and you switch the TV on and you say, oh, what are those people on the street doing? It's funny, it's getting together, it's a social movement. Okay, that's interesting, oh, I like it or no. Then you go back in the morning, another 9 o'clock, and you forget that has the same mechanism that you have inside the organization. But we have created some walls around us, thinking that we are very special, but we are not. So one of my dreams, getting there slowly, is to bring both worlds, a micro social world of change, which is there in front of you, and the micro, the one inside the organization, which traditionally was hijacked by the communications people and HR people, and actually, if we understood that as a social movement management, dare I say, we will have much better organizations, and employee engagement and everything else, by definition, then is there, even if you don't call it like that, because